Hello fellow simmers and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be looking at Trainz Plus, and this is to kick off our series 3 of reviews and previews. So we're kicking it off with Trainz, and today we're going to be showcasing our Mana class sounds for UK Trainz sounds. So this is our latest in the evolution of UK Trainz sounds products. We're going to start doing some steam locomotive sounds for Trainz. And yeah, it's gonna be interesting. We're gonna come out with some really interesting content for all of you guys. So obviously, putting that aside, what is the main feature in this video? Well, that is PortlineParkers, Gloucestershire and Warwickshire Railway. So we all know PortlineParker now. We've probably seen his videos of the Swanage Railway and exclusive look of his work in progress route all the way up to Norden. Well, this is a demo which can be found on the download station, much like the Swanage Railway demo. However, this only shows Toddington. However, just like the Swanage Railway, he's done an absolutely fantastic job of this, and I'm going to show that to you. Now, with this route, it does come with some missing assets. And I don't really know what they are, but that doesn't really bother me too much because it's only 3 assets. It's nothing really, and it does obviously come with missing ground textures, which I have painted because this section here was missing ground textures, and I just painted them grass because I was just sick to death of seeing grey textures. So I've made it look a little bit more more realistic. Anyway, let's get moving. So we're going to head into Toddington station now, and we're going to show you a little bit around Toddington, and obviously we can listen to our UK Trainz sounds, Mana class sounds in action. So they should be released probably by the time this video has come out, actually, on the Trainz download station. They'll be under Ultimate GWR Mana class sounds, and they'll come under my name, Samuel C33. And you'll also find the whistle sounds, which come under GWR Mana Whistle Pack 1. So if you want to check those out, do go to the Trainz download station and give them a download. Check them out and give them a go. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into this. So we're going to release our brake, and then we're going to give ourselves a toot on the whistle. And off we go to Toddington. So as you can see, we've got some much more prototypical steam engine sounds to that of the default ones that you usually get in Trainz. We also have 2 whistles on this pack, so you get, well, this is for the obviously the Mana whistle pack, so you get the H key, which is this one, and then you get the B key whistle, which is this one. So some two nice whistles there for you. Right, so we are speeding here, so we need to start slowing down as we're approaching Toddington. So. We appear to... Oh, I pressed the wrong thing, didn't I? I pressed the... Mind you, we have got a red signal here, so we must take a look at the road ahead. So it's looking quite... I mean, I suppose... Yeah, we want to... So it's just... Oh no, that's the wrong direction. Yeah, that and that is there, so that should be, yeah, of course it's going to be red because we haven't got, you know, a next signal, so that's going to be red. There's nothing we can do about it. Okay, so we're going to watch the train arrive into Toddington. We're going to get ourselves into a nice position and watch it come in. So as you can see, this is Toddington, guys, and it does look absolutely spectacular. Again, another grand job by the infamous PortlineParker, and he has done some seriously good work over these past few years. I imagine that he's probably been working on these routes, because something like this could take years, you know, especially with Swanage and stuff as well. The guy is a very talented fella for making such routes like these. You can't knock it. You really can't. So here it comes, as we can see in the distance there. Doesn't it sound good? Now, it was my first time making steam sounds for trains, and it was quite an experiment because I didn't actually know how well it would go, and obviously it was a lot more technical than diesel. There was a lot more scripting involved in steam locos and the way the sound flows and stuff like that. But for a first time job, I don't think I did too bad on the manor, to be honest. Let me know in the comments what you guys think of it. I mean, just look at this view, guys. Doesn't this just look spectacular? I've never actually been to the Gloucestershire and Warwickshire Railway. I heard it's a really good railway. It's definitely one on my list to go to at some point. My particle effects appear to be going all over the place. Now, there's reasons for that. Now, there is a way of turning that off to stop the particles from you know, like going all over the place. It's a glitch with Trainz, and Oran have told me about this. It's a physics engine that I need to basically untick to stop that from happening. But to be honest, I'm not sure whether I want to untick it or not. I don't know whether it will ruin the game at all. I'll give it a test at some point. I'll give it a test. Anyway, more to the point, let's have a look round Toddington. What can we say about this? Again, fantastic job by the guy. We also have the narrow gauge railway at Toddington. I didn't even realise this was here. So apparently they have a narrow gauge railway at Toddington, and it's been replicated here nicely, as we can see here, with all the details, such as this gate here, which is obviously for like visiting narrow gauge locos if the line ever had it. We've also got the signals. All of the prototypical signals are there, as well as a geezer sat there on the ground frame, which looks really cool. Just sort of stood there. It's a nice feature. Got switching points, obviously. Fencing along the line, some line side foliage, which is all looking really cool round here. I'm guessing this is the final station on the line. We've also got signal boxes and sheds, which are all there and present, looking smart. And yeah, and this narrow gauge also goes all the way down here to a run round loop up the end here, with another ground frame, which is nicely represented there. And yeah, it's quite a lengthy run for a narrow gauge. I quite like it. So it looks like a 2-foot gauge narrow gauge, and yeah, it looks like a nice drive. I'll have to get a 2-foot gauge loco to run on there at some point. I really do like what he's done there with that. And I have noticed in videos and photos and things, obviously the Toddington yard where they have all the traction stood outside, and in the goods shed and all that, well, the goods shed, engine shed even. And this here is a perfect representation of that engine shed. It actually does look a lot like Toddington engine shed. Very well done, PortlineParker. Great work. And we've got tracks in here, so we can store locos in here. I don't know whether these open and close the actual shed doors, but yeah, I don't know whether they do that. Maybe I'll find that out later on whenever he progresses with this route. We also have a good little goods engine shed here as well, with a spinning fan, which is a really nice touch. This kind of reminds me of that little Hornby shed. You used to get these kits. I think it was a Dapol kit or a Hornby kit of an engine shed, and it used to be like this sort of size and this small, and it did have that fan at the top there as well, and it did look very similar to this, if not almost exact replica. Yeah, that's cool. I think I have one. I think I even have a model of one of these sheds, funnily enough. But yeah, we've also got all the car park and stuff there as well. Mind you, there is a few repetitive like cars and stuff here. Like we've got loads of these British Railway vans and loads of the same cars. So they're just sort of, you know, quite repetitive there. But I mean, it's not too much of a problem. It doesn't really bother me too much. We've got the park and stuff like that. We've got the toilets there, which look wicked. We've also got a co-op there, which I don't know if it's there in real life, because obviously I've never actually been here before. We've got the fantastic Heritage Railway sign, which says GWR Toddington there, which is nicely represented. Got some trees and bushes. We've got some nice houses over there. We've also got custom objects, such as this water tower here, which is nicely done, as well as a Toddington signal box, which is down here as well, yeah. Now this is a custom building. As you can see, Toddington signal box even has 3D lettering on that signal box, which is really, really nice. And yeah, it looks great. He's done a grand job on this, as well as all of the levers and bits and pieces. It just looks so nice, and he's just done such a great job at this. And at Swanage, obviously, as well. I mean, you guys have seen Swanage. But yeah, just brilliant job. Brilliant job, again. And okay, and that's it for the demo, really. It's only a short section. I don't know how much more he's actually done of the Gloucestershire and Warwickshire Railway, but I imagine that his main focus at the moment is the Swanage Railway. And good thing as well, like, I mean, if I was to give him a bit of advice, it would be to complete the Swanage Railway first before coming on to this. Because he's done a grand job on that Swanage Railway, and it is not far off in completing now, and I look forward to the release version of that, and that's probably something that I'm mostly looking forward to. Obviously I don't really know this line very well, so I want to see the Swanage Railway come out more, and obviously that has a bit of popularity in recent times. It's got a lot of comments actually on my videos of the Swanage and exclusive previews, and it's actually quite shocking how many people are actually interested in that route. So he will have a lot of interest in that route once it's out, I can tell you that. Anyway guys, this has been Samuel B on a BLS. Hope you liked this preview of the demo of the Gloucestershire Warwickshire Railway by PortlineParker for Trainz Plus. You can download this from the the Oron download station, Trainz download station. So thanks again guys, and goodbye for now.